Hi guys, this is Joey. So we're going to be talking about global T20 in Canada. Just found out about this myself as I'm getting into cricket, but it looks really exciting and it's very similar to Major League Cricket in a lot of ways, so I wanted to talk about it. It is in North America, so that is in our territory right here in Brampton, Ontario, which is pretty close to where I grew up in Michigan, but that's in the Toronto area. So really close to the United States, and that's where all the games are going to be held, in Brampton, Ontario. Kind of like the same thing we did with Major League Cricket, where most of the games, half of them are in Dallas, half of them are in North Carolina. And so let's take a look. There's 6 teams, just like the United States. So you have Brampton Wolves, I think, the Montreal Tigers, the Toronto Nationals, the Vancouver Knights, the Jaguars, and the Panthers. So it's pretty much 2 Vancouver teams, 3 Toronto teams, and 1 team from Montreal. I think they had a team in over here in Winnipeg and Calgary before, but it's pretty opposite parts of the country there. This is what the field looks like in Brampton, Ontario. I forget the name of the stadium, but this is what it was like as a baseball field, and they converted it into a cricket field, and that looks just amazing. If I saw that driving down the highway, I would freak out. That looks so good. So you see these really good cricket fields, and the televised matches. These matches are televised, and they look really good, really high quality, just like Major League Cricket. So, and I say that as a rugby fan, and I'm a really big American rugby fan. And sometimes you see in the rugby fields, like the video quality isn't so good, or they have a bunch of lines on the field. They have the American football field markings, and so it can be really confusing sometimes with these lower budget leagues, that it just doesn't look the way other professional sports do. But if you look at this, I mean, it looks fantastic. So I'm really happy with that. And I was afraid, I couldn't find a good picture, but sometimes they had those cricket fields which still have the baseball markings on them, and it just looks really bad. So I was really happy that the field looks great. So what teams do we have? Well, we're missing 2 teams from the previous competition in 2019, which were the Edmonton Royals and the Winnipeg Hawks. So those teams are no longer in the competition. And this competition is going on at the same time as the Sri Lanka Premier League. So you're not going to see players from Sri Lanka. You're also not going to see players from Pakistan as much, because they have a test match series going on right now too. So if you look at the schedule, July 20th to August 6th. So you have 3 weeks. I don't like that. I wish it was much longer. I wish it was... Well, we'll get into what I think later. But yeah, very, very short season, and you got a qualifier, eliminator, playoffs. It's basically the same thing as Major League Rugby. Let's take a look at some of the captains, because just like Major League Rugby, you do have some pretty good names, some high-quality names, because it's just 3 weeks, a long season. So you have Iftikhar Ahmed from Surrey Jaguars, Shaibib Malik from Mississauga Panthers, Mississauga, I think it's pronounced like Mississippi. Oops. Tim Southey from Brampton Wolves, Shakib Al-Hassan from Montreal Tigers, or Montréal, you say it in French. Hamza Tariq from the Toronto Nationals. I think Hamza Tariq is a Canadian national, so that's cool. And then Rassie van der Dusen from Vancouver Knights. And so them are the captains right there. And I don't know how you watch this on American TV. Honestly, I would try Fox Sports. If you can get a pay subscription and use a VPN, I would do this one. One of these 2. Just use a VPN. It's pretty cheap. I've done it for watch footy and watch NRL. Also, I would try Super Sport. I would maybe try a torrent, or I don't know. But it's going to be really hard to watch it other than the highlights. So if you go to the highlights here, Where am I? If you type in global T20, you should find a bunch of highlights. 15 minutes long, so that's pretty decent there. So yeah, go find the highlights. And I will say, sorry, my camera's not working, that the only thing I don't like about these games is that the season is too short. I think they should combine the American and the Canadian competitions, have it be like multiple months, because the season's already over. It's going too fast. Like my son was born, and I feel like I missed half the season already, and I want more. So yeah, I just wish it was more spread out, and I think that's something cricket in general is going to have to do. So thank you guys for watching my video. Like and subscribe, or don't if you don't like it. Let me know. I don't care. I could take feedback, and thank you so much. Love you guys. See ya. Bye.